how your smartphone affects your brain and body. 63% of people aged between 18 and 29 and 30% of people from 30 to 64 fall asleep holding their smartphones. Did you know that smartphones can harm your brain, disrupt your body's biorhythms, and damage your health? Shockingly, a double espresso influences our body less than the light of our phone. We've collected surprising and terrifying consequences of using smartphones during the night. Confusion of biorhythms. It is natural for your brain and body to follow the cycle of sleep and wakeful state. It helps you feel energized and active during the daytime and rest at night. But let's see what happens when you look at your smartphone screen when it's dark. Can you imagine that the light from the gadget has the same effect as the morning sun? It makes your brain stop producing melatonin. It's the hormone which is necessary for your sound sleep. But what is more, melatonin also makes the development of cancer and other diseases slow down or prevents it completely. So when you are engrossed in your phone when the night comes, your brain gets confused. The poor thing is sure that it is the light of day and it's not the right time to sleep. Wake up and shine. And while your body is tired and demands rest, your brain sends quite controversial signals. What do you feel at this moment? It's harder to fall asleep and to wake up afterwards. Accumulation of toxins. Do you know that during the day, our organism accumulates neurotoxins? These are organic compounds which can be poisonous to our central and peripheral nervous system. The human body is a clever mechanism, if we can say so, and it gets rid of these toxic substances during the long phase of sleep. Do you see the logical chain? Melatonin and other hormones aren't produced. Sleep cycles are disturbed. Our sleep becomes broken and restless. It leads to toxins accumulation, and this process, in turn, results in headaches, tiredness, exhaustion of the nervous system, and stress. Scientists strongly recommend to have 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Otherwise, your brain neurons won't have time to rest, and your body won't have time to get purified from neurotoxins. It gets harder to study. Just 5 minutes, we promise ourselves. I'll only check my Facebook feed and perhaps look through some Instagram photos, and then I'll immediately go to sleep. Well, when we come to our senses, it's already morning. Does this story sound familiar? We are the captives of our smartphones. Therefore, we sleep less, spending more and more time with our electronic friends. But don't forget, the less we sleep, the more difficult it is for our brain to receive new information. And no wonder, it's just overloaded and doesn't have enough time to process everything we try to learn during the day. What is more, the research shows that students who overuse their phones need 25 minutes to concentrate on the task at hand. Memory disruptions. We have already spoken about the problems our brain can experience when it perceives new data. But there is even a worse problem. It gets harder and harder to remember old, already existing information. It resembles a messy wardrobe. When it is untidy and crammed to overflowing, it becomes increasingly difficult to find needed things. You have to apply more effort and time to have the right result. You are always hungry. Surprise, though not an enjoyable one. Indeed, if melatonin is produced incorrectly and the sleep cycles are broken, your internal organs won't work properly. For example, your stomach and intestines. It makes sense. Your body is tired, but your brain is wide awake. So it sends a signal, even a demand, about the necessity for extra energy. And we feel the need to eat something, though it's not necessary. It can lead to digestion problems, including obesity and ruined metabolism. Moreover, a special test was conducted. It examined 49 students who had to run on a treadmill. In the process of the experiment, it became obvious that those who spent up to 14 hours a day using their phones were much less fit than those whose smartphone time was just about 1.5 hours. You might get vision disorder. It is likely that your mom has always warned you not to watch TV if the light is off, and she was mostly right. Bluish light from a TV set, tablet, or our smartphone negatively influences the retina of our eyes and damages it. Such impact is especially bad in the darkness. Not only eye structures become irritated, our eye nerve suffers as well. That's where the phrase, "my eyes have gotten tired," comes from. We don't want to scare you, but in some extreme situations, it can lead to almost blindness. When 2,000 people were interviewed about the reasons for their vision problems, 55% admitted that their eye discomfort most probably stemmed from their habit of spending too much time, including in the dark, on their smartphones. Your mood changes. Unfortunately, even our mood can become worse due to the habit of playing with our phone before sleep. People become irritable, and it can even cause depression. A study which was held in Northwest University says that the more time people spend on their phones, especially at nighttime, the higher the risk of them getting depressed. What can you do to avoid these dreadful consequences? Stop work with gadgets at least 2 hours before sleep. This time is typically enough for our brain to understand that it's already night and it is high time we prepared for high-quality, healthy rest. Read a paper book instead of surfing the internet or watching movies online. Actually, you can even use an ebook. Some devices, Kindle for example, don't produce blue light, as a result, not messing up your biorhythms. Use special applications. If you have some urgent work to do or an important message to receive and it's not possible to switch off your mobile phone, modern technologies come to the rescue. There are special filters you can add to your screen. Of course, these filters are not physical. No, they are special applications which filter blue light. The light scheme of your gadget changes according to the time of the day or night when you use the device. The screen gets a warmer, redder glow when it becomes dark outside. This way, the unpleasant results of using smartphones, which we have spoken about, are significantly reduced. If this video has revealed some interesting information to you and has been useful, don't forget to share it with your friends. Hit the like button below the video and click subscribe to join us on the bright side of life.